Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is the disembodied voice of Liam here, talking to you. Yeah, I'm streaming again. Hi, how are you doing? Again, very impromptu thing. Just dipping my toe into some more of those video games. I don't know if you've heard of a video game before. It's an interesting concept. I think they'll catch on. This particular one is one of my favourites. This is Hades, which is the next game I'm trying to get the platinum for on the PS5. I streamed Arkham Knight I think last week. I got the platinum for Arkham Knight, so I thought, what other game do I love that I'd love to kind of get the platin? And Hades, of course, was one of the ones in line. And so much so, I played this when it first came out. I think there was an initial release in 2018 as like a tester thing. Then it properly launched in 2020, which is when I played it. I played it on the Switch, played the hell out of it, and basically did all there was to do in that game, like hours and hours and hours on it. Got the full ending and everything. So now I'm doing all that again, but on the PlayStation. I'm not too far into it. If we look on my quest to get all the trophies, we've barely scratched the surface. We've got 11 out of 50, so we've still got a long way to go. I haven't even completed one full run yet, so very early days, but it's such a good game. Genuinely one of my favourites. Like the characters, the world building, how the story unfolds, the voice acting, it's so good. And yeah, I wanted to show it off in its entirety, which is why you get my voice but not my face. Do let me know if like audio and stuff is okay. I don't really know how the levels of it really are, but yeah, I wasn't in the mood to show my face today, so you have my voice. Apologies. Actually, no, it's probably a blessing, isn't it? But yeah, I'm in the middle of a run at the minute. Basically, if you're not familiar with Hades, you play as Zagreus, who is the son of Hades. That's this guy right here. And he has a quest to get out of the domain of Hades, basically, to get out of hell, fight his way out to get to the surface, where I don't know if I should spoil it yet. At this moment in time, I still haven't gotten out at all. But he has his own reasons, shall we say, in case I don't need to spoil it for people, to get to the surface. But it's one of those games, like Dark Souls, where you're going to die a lot and, get stronger and stronger until eventually you get to the point where you can fight your way out. Audio is fine, working fine. Excellent, thank you very much, folks. So yeah, if the game at any point gets too loud or too quiet, do let me know and I can very easily fix it, because I have no idea. I've got the audio very low for me. But yeah, and to get your way to the surface, you have to fight through like 4 main sections, basically. Each section offers like different enemies to fight different challenges, and then there's like a boss at the end of each one. You get through that, try not to die while doing it, and then you go from there. But the good thing is, if you do die, new parts of the story kind of get unraveled, and you have new interactions with a lot of the characters. It's really, really cool and really interesting, and I really love how the story unfolds. So yeah, I'm just currently in the middle of one of my runs. This is the second area of the game. And normally you have like different paths so you can choose where to go, but there's only one path for us to take to this area at the moment. And we have these folks. I hate these guys so much. They like throw bombs and stuff at you. Just the worst. But yeah, this is like a lava-y, when you think of hell, you probably would think of this part of the game, really, wouldn't you? But yeah, there's a lot of things to kind of fight your way through. You kind of get blessings from some of the Greek gods along your way to like enhance your abilities and stuff like that. You have like 6 different weapons you can unlock and choose from. This is the spear. This is just my personal preference. But yeah, I'm kind of just fighting my way through the game, basically. Trying and failing to get to the end. I have gotten to the very end of the run, got to the surface twice, and I have died twice to the boss there, the titular Hades. But yeah, it's just going to take some time to build up the strength of my character again, to the point where I can feasibly win the day. But yeah, there's just so much to this game and so much to unlock. So I'm just thinking about, there's a little shop here, which is good. Let's see, I do need some health, so I'm going to buy that to get some health. I'm also going to get some darkness as well, which is just kind of one of the currencies in the game. As are these. This is like, so these are different paths you can choose to go down. Sometimes there's only one place you can go. Sometimes you have a choice of like 3 different paths. Sometimes just 2. This one here, I think is a pomegranate. Essentially, let me just show you. Here we have like lots of different abilities and buffs that I've picked up along my journey thus far. This resets every single time you die, but these are just the ones I've happened to pick up thus far. This pomegranate, if I go this way and fight my way through that next room, this is my reward, this pomegranate thing, which allows me to level up one of those abilities to make that a bit stronger. This is a lightning bolt, which represents Zeus, so if I go through this way and beat all the enemies in there, my reward will be a boon, it's called, so kind of a blessing from Zeus. And he gives me an ability based around him. So normally, you can fire lightning and stuff like that. And then this is like a coin you can use to buy different abilities and different powers and stuff as well in the game. But I think I'm going to go for the pomegranate for now. Off we go. But yeah, how are you all? I hope you're all well. When they've got like a yellow bar on here, that means they've got like a shielding on, and then so you need to get rid of the shielding and then the life bar. But yeah, this is one of those hard games. They do kind of give you some leeway because you can activate, which I've got activated, a thing called God Mode, which every time you die it increases your resistance to damage, so eventually you get pretty damn strong. Nothing can really touch you, and that kind of ensures that you will eventually kind of get through the story and actually get to the surface and everything, which I really like. I didn't actually play it that way when I had it on Switch. I spent like 200 hours getting to just getting good at it really, but because I have played the game before and I'm kind of here just to get the platinum for it really, I thought, well, I'll treat myself and put God Mode on, because I think in the long run it will make things easier. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's still difficult to get through it because you don't know what powers you'll get each time, but sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you are instantly killed. Okay, so these are the 2 abilities I have that I can power up with that pomegranate, Palm of Power. So I've got the Divine Dash, so my dash deals damage and can deflect, which is one of my favourite things in the game, so I got quite lucky getting that this time around. And the Holy Shield, after you take damage foes around you and briefly deflect. I really like the Divine Dash, so I'm going to just level that up to level 3. And then that's this little room done. And then there's like, I don't know, even know, like 15 to 20 of these rooms in each area, and then you get to the boss. Okay, so this is Hermes. We get an ability from Hermes if we complete that area. Or we can go this way. That symbol is the shop, so I'm going to go to the shop. Spend some gold, hopefully, if they've got anything I can afford. There we go, this is Charon. Is it Charon? Karen? I don't even know. But yeah, there's lots of these characters in the game. As you can see at the bottom there, it says press R2 to gift him a thing. I can't remember what the item's called now. It's like Ambrosia or something. And that's how you kind of build up your relationships with all the characters and make them like you a bit more. There's a couple of characters you can romance as well if you give them enough of it, which I am well on my way to doing, obviously. Why wouldn't I romance everyone you possibly can in a video game? I'm not crazy. So yeah, that's how you do that, but I don't need to improve my relationship with Charon just yet. So we've got some snacks here that will costs 50, but will restore a bit of health. Restore 70 of it. This is an Athena power-up. Athena is my favourite god in this game for power-ups. That's the one that I've actually gotten that thing from, the deflect that we just leveled up. And I can level it up again if I wanted to. How much do I have? 140. So I can't quite afford to get both of these, which would have been nice. Unless there's some gold vases around here that I can steal money from. I don't think there is. That's a shame. What would I rather have? I think I'm just going to level up the thing again. Level up the Divine Dash again, why not? Oh, actually, I still can afford it. Oh, well, I'm not going to complain about it. There we go. So that's me at full health as well. The 3 kind of dots above my health bar, they kind of symbol how many times I can die and then come back before I properly die. They're called Death Defiances. Okay, this way to get some darkness, which is another type of currency. It strengthens you basically. You spend it in the hub world to get stronger. Oh, we're at the boss of the second area. I like this guy, the Hydra. Lernian Bone Hydra. Oh, I wasn't paying attention there. Die. So yeah, this guy, when I first played it, I was stuck on this guy for hours and hours and hours, but it gets to a point where it's quite easy. Well, I say easy. Still needs a lot of health to him, but he's not so bad. You can get through him quite reliably every time. He'll get to a certain point and then he'll summon some other heads to help him out. I forgot I've got the deflect, I don't need to try and dodge. But what I like, just how the story unfolds and how the relationships, even like his relationships with the bosses unfold. So as you can see at the moment, it's called Lernian Bone Hydra. But if you play and go through the game enough times and play, you know, enough journeys to the surface enough times, he eventually kind of develops a rapport with it and is like, hey, can I call you Lerny? And then obviously the Hydra doesn't want you to call it Lerny as a nickname, but Zagreus does anyway, and then it gets to a point where it actually says Lerny above his health bar instead. And I just like stuff like that, I think it's cool. I just think it's neat. I will also say what has killed me numerous times when I've been playing it on the PlayStation, my PS5 controller has a bit of drift, like Joy-Con drift on the Nintendo Switch. And it always wants me to go to the left a lot of the time. It's okay at the minute, but if it ever starts happening, that'll be the reason I blame for my death instead of me being bad. But it has killed me a few times. It's made me run into the lava and I just died. It's quite annoying, but just putting that out there. Get the excuses in early for why I die horribly. Just use my casting as well. Yeah, this is a pretty good moveset. Two of my favourite things in the game, I just so happen to get both of them on this run, which has been very lucky, is this kind of shield when you dash, which deflects attacks. And also right now, as you can see, I've got a spear, but if I shoot it, actually it looks like it strikes 3 times, which is like a triple jab ability. It's like two of my favourite things, and I got very lucky and got them both in this run, which is very, very rare. Obviously everyone's got their own different favourite abilities and stuff like that. No, stop shooting these things out. Thank you. Stop it. Good. Heads will roll. Heads will roll. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. I think you'd love death, personally. I mean, everything in here is technically dead anyway, because this is the underworld, but, you know. I can't hit you from over there, can I? Come back, thank you. Very considerate. Alright, let's finish you off. Back out again, thank you very much. Oh, this game is so good. I love it so much. Jasmine Breaking Bad Walking Dead says, guess what? What? Tell me. I'm intrigued.
Bashing heads for now.
Cool. It's got 100 diamonds for killing that. You do sometimes get different rewards for killing the bosses. Ideally I'd want a diamond, but not the case this time. Right, so this is on to the third area now. I'm sure I'll die at some point, so you'll get to see the first area. Have no fear. That heals us up. In the shop. Can't afford anything though, so it doesn't really matter. Here you can kind of sell some of your abilities to get a bit of money if you so want. Have you heard of Berlisi? I don't think I have, no. Oh, and these are keepsakes. Oh yeah, I've got my new one to check out. Evergreen Acorn. In the final encounter in each underworld region, take 0 damage first time foes hit you. Oh my. So these you get every time you gift something to someone for the first time. So there's only one more person I need to meet and gift some of that nectar to. And then I'll get that keepsake. And I think that's a trophy to get all of these. So I just need one more. But to do that I need to get to the surface to meet the person who's at the other end.
That's it for us.
Which might take a while. his channel got deleted by YouTube without any strikes. Oh, that's what happened to me a couple of months ago. Was it a couple of months ago? Certainly a little while ago. For no reason, they took my channel down. But I got it back up. So hopefully Belize will sort it out. Right, get some more health this way. It improves our max health. Yeah, YouTube's been really bad with that recently, I think, taking down channels for no reason. Just their automated policies, just rubbish. Hence why I'm barely here anymore. Well, that and everyone stopped watching my videos, but also because YouTube says they love their creators, but they could be better. Although I think they've got a new person in charge, I think. Well, they soon will have, so maybe things will improve. But all my friends are still doing well, so that's what matters to me. Die, please. Thank you.
Who dies next?
Do you do music reactions while you play? I haven't done music reactions before, no. Sometimes I'll listen to music while I'm playing games. But also the music in Hades is so good, I just leave it on. Because it's amazing. Not that I can hear it right now, but you guys can hear it, hopefully. If not, then I'll turn it up. I love the reactions on The Walking Dead. Thank you very much. I loved doing them. So we've got money here, and then this is like a hammer, which is normally like a very good kind of boon. Have you ever played any BioWare games? You'd have to tell me what games are BioWare. Obviously I've heard of them, and I'm sure I probably have. But I can't remember what ones they're like most famous for off the top of my head. I should also mention actually, now's the perfect time to get into Hades really. I think if you have Xbox Game Pass, I think it's on that. Also it's not too expensive anymore anyway. But also, very recently they announced that Hades 2 is coming, so that's very exciting. And you could easily lose hours and hours and hours to this game. Oh, there's a fishing spot here, lovely. Just gonna kill these chariots and this archer. Go away, go away, go away. Thank you very much. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Honestly. Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Knights of the Old Republic. Ah, right, yes. I played a bit of Mass Effect. I still need to get on them, really. Okay. Spin attack charges up and recovers much faster. Charging your spin attack makes you sturdy. Impulse 40 damage. Dash strike hits 3 times, but your dash has 25. Yeah, why not?
That should do it.
Okay, then here's a fishing spot. You need to unlock the fishing rod, which you do a bit later on in the game to do it. But I do have it.
Fishing time then.
So I'm going to try and fish. There's just like a little like spark of light is when you need to press the button to reel it in. Not yet. Like that.
That's a bite.
There we go. Oh, I've already caught one of those, but that's fine. There's a trophy for catching a fish in every single area of the game, so well on our way to getting that. And then this is like your codex. So everyone you've met, and there's hearts on top, like your relationship with them. So everyone you've met, kind of, you fill in here, and as you talk to them a bit more, you fight them a bit more, use a bit more of their abilities, you'll get, you know, more used to them. So you can see there's still undiscovered at the bottom there. There's still one person I haven't met there, but everyone else we've kind of gotten to know a bit. Then there's some areas of the game I still haven't been to. These are all the weapons. Again, one more that I haven't unlocked yet. All the different enemies in the game. So lots to kind of learn about, which is very fun. But yeah, a lot of fish still to catch, because I've barely kind of scratched the surface. But you can trade fish for different items when you get back to the hub world, which is nice.
Let's have a look here.
Oh, I like that one. Restore 10% of your health when you're in a chamber. Don't mind if I do. I think we'll leave that to it. Okay. Ah, and on the rare occasion, you'll just get a nice area where there's no one trying to kill you. Let's level it out a bit. Put that one up.
Pumped up.
Drink from that to restore our health. Oh, it's trying to push me to the left where that control the drift. Okay, so we've got Hermes or we've got Demeter. There's a little skull underneath that, which I think means it's a harder challenge, maybe. But her abilities are better, so I'm going to go for that. You mentioned romancing NPCs, so I thought I'd ask about BioWare lore. Incidentally, Dragon Age 1 Diamond was inspired by Buffy. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Everything should be inspired by Buffy if it knows what's good for it, really, shouldn't it? Oh, I hate these blimmin' butterfly ball things. Need to kill it, really. Need to prioritise killing it, because these things won't stop spawning until we kill the butterfly ball. Die. I'm just going to spam it. Go away. God, it's really strong. Leave me alone, archers. To be fair, to get this far into a run, we're in the third area of 4. And I haven't used any of my, like, oops, you've died, but here's a revive. I haven't used any of them yet, those 3 dots above my health bar. I've normally died at least once by now, so this run's going quite well. But yeah, the enemies here are so tough. So obviously, it gets a bit tougher as it goes along. Can I get mod? I already have, well, I used to have mods, but I don't really need mods anymore. But thank you very much for the offer. Here we go. What's Demeter got for us?
You are entirely too young to have had meaningful experience with loss, young Zagreus. Pray to me that you never have to learn.
Oh, well that's cheery. Special, stronger, and flex chill. Oh, Demeter's aid. I love. That's probably my favourite of the aids, so I'm definitely having that. Cool. Right. Then there's a boon from Aphrodite there, or more health. I'm going to choose more health. More max health. Ah, witches. Blimmin' witches. There is a trophy for equipping a certain item and getting through 15 of these little encounters like this without taking any damage to get it up to like 30% like damage bonus. But I got that earlier today, so I don't need to worry about that. But it's very annoying to get because you get hit once and then it's kind of all over. Calls. So that just makes like a freezy tornado, inflicts cold damage to our enemies, which is great fun. Very good for boss fights, I find. Cool. That's improved our max health. Lovely. Okie dokie. Right, so the pomegranate or the shop. How much money do we have? 136. Let's go to the shop just in case. We've got some gems, an Athena thing or a Hermes thing. We can't afford any of those. I do need gems because you spend gems to like renovate the hub world and like make it nicer. Oh, this one you can choose between Athena and Demeter, or get Poseidon. The trouble with these ones, where you have to pick one that you want straight away, then you have to like fight your way to get the other one, and they're a bit more difficult than I have time for right now. So I'm just going to get Poseidon because I think Poseidon's got some good abilities as well. Mini chariots, not sweet chariots, swinging low, sadly. Go away. Ooh. No manners in the underworld, I'm telling you. Come on, get frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Exploded. There we go.
Uncle Poseidon.
Uncle Poseidon.
What noble monstrosities await you near the surface, little Hades? There's your father's terrifying hellhound, for one thing. Ah, well, I'm sure you'll find a way to sail past whatever's in your way.
Thanks, Poseidon. Okay. Tempest Strike is good. Flood Shot, you'll cast damages foes and area knocks them away. That's also good. Gain a random assortment of stuff, which I also really like doing. I'm going to go for this one in the middle because I don't know if I've ever actually taken it on before. And there's a trophy for picking like 100 different boons or something. Okay, so we've got some nectar or some keys. Keys unlock like new weapons and stuff. So that's kind of a tough choice actually. So I do like having nectar to level up my relationships with people. I will go for a key though, just in case I need them. I don't know if I need any more keys, but I think I've still got a weapon to unlock, so I probably do need them. Oh, the controller really wants me to go to the left. It's not happening. It's a trap to the left, controller. Don't do this to me. There we are. And lots of people spawning there, so I'll put that there. Shop or Hermes? Let's go to the shop. Get some darkness. Oh god. You can see it there. It's like getting a bit jaggedy because it's trying. That's the controller there taking me to go to the left, whereas I want to go this way. Please, thank you. No, no, controller, please, please listen to me. Right. Nothing I really want from the shop particularly. Next room is the boss of this area, because it's always this kind of room before the boss, I believe. More darkness on offer. This boss is annoying, but I'm starting to get to a point where I can get through it more often than I don't.
You face the champion and me. Ready yourself.
I actually think having the shield that blocks attacks my dash is actually quite useful for this boss. I say taking damage because I completely mistimed with effects. I normally try and kill the bull guy first and then deal with Theseus afterwards, just because I think he's easier to kill. So. Poorly timed dash there for me. Wasn't ideal. Deflect his eye back at him. Go away. Can never dash away fast enough to get rid of those. Charge into the wrong thing. Ah, no. God, this is not going well. I see a lot of health here. Be more careful here. Ah! Don't charge at me. I'm nice. Okay, I've got the Minotaur half down. Was it Minotaur? I always say Minotaur, but I think it's supposed to say Minotaur. Okay, definitely going to die at some point, so I've got 8 HP, but I do have those 3 revives, so hopefully we'll still be able to get through the fight. Oh, there we go. So that's one of them used up. But the trouble is it only restores you with half your total health rather than fully reviving you. You can get an ability that I think fully revives it. What are you doing? You taunting me? Dare you? Ow. This has definitely not been my best fight against these two.
Thank you, my fellow shade.
Ah, stop sending me to the left. That was the controller then, and it's doing it again. Ugh. No. Controller, please. Work with me here. I only have one PS5 controller. I can't afford another one. Oh dear. Okay, this has not gone well. I can't believe I started killing one of them yet. It's terrible. Go away, go away, go away. Okay, Minotaur's dead. Now it's just Theseus to deal with. This guy. I take great pleasure in killing Theseus. Because he's a smug arsehole in this game. Although I'm speaking too soon saying I'm going to kill him really, because this is not my finest work. When he gets down to half health, he starts summoning the gods to help him out as well, so he'll kind of use similar powers to what I've got against me, which I think is quite rude to be honest. I normally only use one revive in this fight, but I think I'm going to... Well, I've got 9 HP, so I'm going to use at least 2. It's not good for the last area, because I can't need as much as I can for the final boss. There's my second use, so I've got one more revive and then I die for real. If you die in Hades, you die in real life. Theseus. Oh, I always dodge that a long time as well. On the plus side, I think I'm going to be showing you how cool the hub area is soon, because I don't think I'm going to be surviving much longer. But if I die, because I've got God mode on, it makes me a little bit stronger, so that's good. Right, here we go, he's going to use up power now. I think he's summoned Ares, which is rude. Go away. Ah! Please, spare me. Spare me, Ares. Talk with your friends. back over here where my thing is, thank you. Get hurt by it a lot, please. Oh, got 9 there. Jesus. This has been a really, really bad attempt for me at this boss. Considering I've got really good abilities as well. The fact that I've done this bad is really poor. Of course I would live stream for my worst attempt at this boss. Of course I would. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Oh no, I've used all my revives on this one fight. Well, terrible. Hopefully just gonna force it this one. Try and get down a bit more. I also find other gods, when he summons different gods like Dionysus, I find them easier to dodge those attacks as well. Sadly, he went for Ares. I suppose if you're going to summon a god in a fight, you'd summon the god of war, wouldn't you? So it's kind of fair enough. Okay, we'll get him. There we go, got him. But, my god, at what cost? All of my revives, and most of my health. There we go. So you see the whole stadium here, the whole Colosseum of people watching. Here they have like banners for Theseus and stuff, and there's one person who has one of Zagreus right here. And he's like, thanks for supporting me, Shade. And then he's like, yay. So I always say hi to my fan if I win. Oh, come on. It's the controller sending me away.
Happy to entertain you, Shades.
Get a bit of a boost here, which is nice.
Stood the finest of Elysium.
Ah, I've still some life essence there, that'd be good. You can meet an NPC who restores all your Death Defiances, which are your, like, my revives, but sadly the time has passed to have met him. 50% damage striking foes from behind, why not?
One last stop.
The chance of me getting through this next area are next to none anyway, so I might as well just spend all my money. Your money resets every time you die as well, so you have to like spend it during your run through, otherwise you're screwed. Right, Temple of Styx, here we are. Let's go through here, get all of these. Right, so now, oh come on, controller please work with me here. I would have just used my PS4 one, because this is the PS5 version of Hades. It doesn't let me use PS4 controllers for PS5 games. Another fishing spot. Scuffer. Nice. Okay, so we have another bit of a shop here. Can't afford anything, obviously, because things have not gone well. And here we have Cerberus,
They must have put you up to this.
our best boy, 3-headed dog. He kind of protects the gate to the final boss, basically, of the run, in the outside world. But to get him to move, we have to bring him a bag of treats, and it is in one of these 5 tunnels here that we have to fight our way through. It's kind of random which one it is every time, you just have to get lucky, really. Some people will just clear out all 5, because why not? Because they want all the goodies inside, but I normally just fight until I get the right one and then go from there. Oh, I've been poisoned. You can get poisoned in this section, which is why it's my least favourite, because poison in games is never fun, and yet developers always put poison in games. But at least at the end of this we'll have higher max health. Giant rats, lovely. I said sarcastically. Had a really rough run this time. This past 2 areas have been really difficult for some reason. Don't know why I've struggled so much. Pressures of streaming it, probably. There's probably a reason I didn't stream Hades back when I first played it. Oh, I'm poisoned. Good. boss infestation. There we go. I like it when it's just room full of little rats because they're quite easy. Oh, but these guys spit poison. I don't like it. Ah, I'll get poison. Where's the poison thing? Get out of my way. No! Ah, the controller's sending me to the left. No, I need it to be over here. Thank you. Oh, poisoned again. Not good. Okay. That's the other one. Does that get a bit damaged by things? Go away. Hoping it gets damaged by more traps. Oh no. Poison. No. God. Oh, I can deflect these things. I didn't know that. Oh, God. Well, that's a game changer. I wish I'd known that sooner. Okay, we have these crystal things which shoot lasers. Oh, God. This is... Oh, my God. The thing with Hades to accept is sometimes some runs are just not going to go your way and you're going to get really unlucky with like what enemies you face. Because all of this is kind of randomly generated as well. Sometimes the combination of enemies is just going to completely deplete your health like it has today. And that's okay. Because dying will still advance the story, it's not useless. There we are. Max life plus 25. Not that it really matters at this point.
What is this stuff?
Okay, so this is the end of this section, this tunnel, and the treats for Cerberus were not here. So we have to go back to the start and pick another door to go in. I've got 186 coins.
Should stock up for the road ahead.
So we could get a boon from Zeus, or we could level up one of our things. I'm actually going to hold off, because sometimes you'll go through a tunnel and you can actually buy a revive back for 200 coins, so I'm hoping we just find some gold on the way. Let's go for Poseidon. Good. Oh my god, this controller's driving me mad. Oh, there's a shop here. I only have, what's it, 197 gold. I'm just gonna have not quite enough to buy a revive back, I bet, if they even sell one in there. Oh, kill the rats, please. Yeah, if they have one, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Exactly what I need.
Oh yes, we just got enough from killing those things. There we go, I bought a revive back. Good. My gamble paid off to save that gold. I'd still probably need more to survive the final boss, but we will hopefully last a little bit longer than we would have done otherwise. Although I might even die in these, all I know, so let's just wait and see. But that's good. That actually went our way. Okay. Yay, we found the right one. There's the food, there's the treats. A boon from Poseidon. Deals more damage and knocks foes away. I'm going to get just some random assortment of treasures because I like it. There's a gold thing there to get some more gold. Fully restore our health, please. And we can go back. Okay, so you'll at least get to see
Maybe I should check the other passage.
what the final boss is. And since we're either going to die or we're going to finish our run here and go back to the start anyway, we might as well just
I'll take it.
spend this. Let's level up Demeter's Aid. And give good boy Cerberus his treats.
Prince persuades the Underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
Thank you, Cerberus.
Bye for now, boy.
Cerberus bribed. It is bribery. That changes every time as well. Sometimes it'll be like, Cerberus slain, and then in brackets it's like, he's actually fine, don't worry. In we go then, to the surface. It's time to fight Hades himself, our dear old father. Certainly some family issues here. Now, fully under the impression we're not going to do this, but at least we've seen him. I don't have enough revives, I think, to get through the whole fight, because it's really hard. But That's fine.
place. How can we even stand out on the surface here?
Hades. Oh, God, I can never dodge that sweep attack he does. Just the range on it is crazy. Need to get these really and destroy these skulls because they explode and damage me. Oh, like that. That wasn't quite quick enough. Get frozen, father. Ow, ow, ow. Freeze! A freeze is coming. Oh god, you're right. The stream has frozen, isn't it? Luckily, you can pause in Hades. Let's see what's gone wrong there. I'm going to deactivate and activate it again and hope that's worked. There we go. Sorry about that. Thank you for pointing that out. I would not have noticed for the longest time. So you haven't seen any of this boss so far, but there we go, there's Hades. Wonder, did you still get the right audio for it? I hope so. Just check it is fixing on the stream now. Hopefully you can, I'll see the change in a minute. Oh, there we go, I am fixing it. Well, let's just pretend I was doing really, really well for the bit you couldn't see, and then unfortunately it started going wrong as soon as the stream was fixed. That's never happened before. I wonder if my capture card is like, you haven't used me in ages, so I'm going to fail for you now. I'm not buying another one, so I'm going to have to make do. I think my gameplay was just too good, so the game froze. I bet that's what it was. Okay, yeah, this is the bit that I hate when he summons his friends in to help, because it's just, they all have armour, it's just unfair. The trouble is with this fight as well, you get his health bar down to 0 here, and then he gets a second health bar, so we're actually only about a quarter of the way through the fight. He's got about a quarter of his health down, and he's killed me, there we go. So this is what happens when you die. I've died a lot. There we go, God had gained damage resistance is up to now 38%. That is if you have God mode on. If you don't, then it's just get good scrub, basically. But so again, with every death I'm going to get a bit stronger and a bit more resistant to damage, so eventually I can just kind of headbutt my way through the game. But we are now back in the hub area. This is the House of Hades. This is where it all happens, where it all goes down. Let's speak to Hypnos.
Oh, hi. I'd ask you how it went, but since you're here again, I guess I know already, huh? Oh well, just come on in.
Thank you.
Cheers.
And then we have Achilles over here.
Listen a moment, lad. I require your discretion with regards to whom we spoke about last time. The Shade you met with at Elysium.
I understand. What can I do about this, sir? It must be something. But you have to let me know what's going on.
Simply put, he is the reason that I'm here. Patroclus lost his life before I did, because of me.
This is kind of spoilery side quest stuff, but if you know some of the Greek legends, I'm sure you know this story already.
Your father himself ushered me to Elysium, but that's not what I wanted.
You wanted to see Patroclus, but he's in Elysium or you... Oh no.
I signed a pact, lad. Felt the terms were good enough. He could live there, while I'd live here, at least for now. Such deals are most uncommon, and their confidentiality must be upheld. But let's speak no more of this for now, all right? Some other time.
All right.
So that's Achilles. The guy who can restore your like death defiances and your revives is the guy he was talking about then. Patroclus or Patroclus.
Your Highness.
This is Duza.
Excuse me, sorry. I just have to file this report. It's very late.
And she's off.
Do, sir.
She's kind of got a bit of a thing for us, I think. She's one of the characters you can romance.
Emptier than usual around here.
This is where Hades and Cerberus would normally be,
For now.
but sometimes they're not here, sometimes they are. Oh. We can examine something here.
Seldom does the overbearing throne of Grim Lord Hades sit unoccupied. Thus the house's denizens all go about their business, daring not so much as to ask why.
That thing doesn't look particularly comfortable.
Pray tell me something, Zagreus. How is she lately, Eurydice, I mean. Her hair, fall colours or full bloom. Her poise, as proud and supple as the oak.
She's all right, Orpheus. Seems comfortable within her little place in Asphodel. The only thing that seems to bother her at all is when I mention you. Is there nothing you can do to patch things up?
Alas, I cannot change the past, my friend. So no. As you can plainly see by now, I'm dead to her. Rightfully so, at that.
But that's just a technicality. I mean, you're here, she's there. So what if you're not breathing anymore? You have all eternity ahead of you. Don't you want to see her again?
Don't I want to see my Eurydice again? Why, yes. That more than anything, my friend. Provided she wanted to see me. I tried once to disturb her everlasting rest, as you well know, and that did not pan out as I had hoped.
You're not making this easy, Orpheus.
So that's kind of one of the side stories as well. Orpheus is like the court musician, but he tried to, in the third area of the game, like the fiery area where we started, so no, that's the second area, you sometimes will bump into Eurydice, who's got such a cool song. If you meet her and she sings it, it's great. And they're like former lovers, and Orpheus tried to escape here to go and kind of reunite with her, and he got caught, and Hades punished him by like sending him to, like, I don't know, the deepest layers of hell or something. And at the start of the game you kind of pay to get him back, but he's kind of lost his inspiration to sing, so we need to get him inspired to sing again, and then we can also kind of try and reunite Orpheus and Eurydice as well. That's kind of one of the little side stories. Oh, Meg's in there, excellent. Let's talk to
I thank you
Nyx.
for the lovely flowers, child. They make my corner of the house hospitable. Such simple comforts never were for me, and yet, now that I am surrounded by them, I have found that I enjoy their presence more than I would have admitted in the past.
I'm glad you like them, Nyx. Though if you don't, just give the word and I will have them removed. Probably incinerated for good measure. Now that you mention it, though, how come you were always in this corner in particular?
This point is closest to the center of the house, to its foundation, and therefore to the center of the entire realm.
Makes sense. Mostly.
Mostly. We have these little spirits over here. Let's listen in on them.
Appreciate your patience.
If I ever find Daedalus, I'm going to have a word with him. Cause of death, flying experiment. There are like these like little shades that go around. He's just like, you know, your standard dead people. Sometimes you can kind of overhear them talking and stuff. And I had one earlier that really made me laugh. Like one of them was just like, I dodged the first 5 arrows. That should count for something. And then it's like cause of death, arrow to the face or something like that. It was very funny. Here we have employee of the month.
Looks like Meg's the featured
And it's
house
Meg.
right now.
Thank you.
Who is right here, and I'm in love with her. I will always romance her whenever I
Why
can.
don't you go get out of here if you despise this place so much?
Can I give you things? Not currently. Then here you can trade items if you so wish. I might need to buy some keys, who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, I did get some fish while we were out there, so I can give that to the chef in trading
Here,
for
you can have
items.
these, chef.
Oh, nice.
What's that
That's a
all
good
about?
trade-off. Okay, let's see if we can buy some decorations for the house from the contractor here. Bonework, ominous. Let's scatter some petals along the house, shall
Let's
we?
get some undead flower petals over there post haste.
Cover up the stench of death. Lovely.
Afford any of this.
So yeah, you can decorate lots of different rooms, like bed chambers, so you can decorate our room. There's only one more thing I need to get for it though. But that's 200 gems, which we don't have. I do have a diamond, so I could buy some sheet music if I wanted to, but that just means you can like play some songs from here.
New music.
Okay, I
Play
like
some
that
music.
one.
Oh, so much to this game. And then here's our bedroom. So this is where you can like sometimes sleep to progress in the story, but that's very rare that happens. Here we go, we can see here, I've tried to escape 26 times. I've killed 6,626 kind of enemies. So my next one will be my 27th attempt at escaping. So, you know,
When I'm dead.
not too bad. And then here, these are like prophecies. So basically if you do certain things in the game, you'll get rewarded for like completing these prophecies. So here, it's like the son of the dead, the son of the god of the dead shall someday earn various boons of Athena. So basically these are the abilities that Athena can give you, and once I get Blinding Flash and Brilliant Riposte at the bottom there, once I've kind of accepted them, that will complete this prophecy and I get 150 gems as a reward, and there's just a whole bunch of these different things to do to get different things. And then these ones I've completed. I've completed 4 of them, that's not great. And then we have the mirror here, which is what you use to upgrade your abilities. So with the darkness that you collect, just make yourself a bit stronger, or you're more likely to find rare boons. Lots of different things like that to kind of try and improve your chances of getting through the game and make yourself stronger. So here you can like 50 darkness, I can raise my chance for a boon to be rare. Raise your chance for a boon to be legendary or duo. I'm gonna actually pay for that. Then you can like each kind of tier here has like you can swap what it is. But I think that's all we can really do for now. Now here's the training area where we can select our weapon for the next run. This is Skelly as well.
Let's see what you can do in terms of hitting me, pal.
If you just want to test out some weapons on him, you're allowed to just hit him. He's friendly, so it's fine. Then these are the weapons that we have at our disposal. The 6 weapons that we've got so far. I think there's a 7th one, but we haven't got it yet. I haven't used all of them, I will admit. Some of them I just prefer. Like the spear is by far my favourite. I do quite like the sword. The bow's okay. I'm quite slow with it. These are like claw like gloves basically, so you have to be really close combat with them, which means you're probably going to get hit a lot. Then we have a gun as well here, which is long range. Then if you do grab one like this and then go into this screen again, press it again, this is where you can upgrade it and make them stronger. But I've only done that with the spear so far, really. And this one's glowing purple. Every time you come back here, one of these weapons will be glowing purple, which means it kind of has like a darkness bonus. So I think it's kind of good to kind of pick that weapon for the next run. So it encourages you to use all the different weapons. And I don't mind the gun, so I will try it for this next run. Try and get used to using it again. Dash strike. Press to reload. Okay. Sorry about this, Skelly. It's the only way. He's fine with it though. And then here we start our run all over again. So, I can show off the first area of the game now.
In my domain,
Oh,
you
hello.
either find your place or learn your place. There's work enough to go around, believe you me.
So as you can see, we've been streaming for about an hour. It's because that's quite slow in some of those fights, I think. But it's normally between 45 minutes to an hour to complete a whole run, if you get to all, you know, if you get to the final boss, that is. Right, we're starting off with Poseidon. This is like randomized every time as well. So you can't like learn the layout of what everything's going to be, because it does change every single time. Like the enemies you get are randomized, the layouts of the rooms are randomized. I'm going to... which one should I get? Special deals more damage, knocks foes away, plus 70%. Let's try that one.
Let's make some waves, right, Uncle?
Let's make some waves. Cool. I forgot I had the gun from it then. I was expecting to fire the spear out, but that's the special there. Oh, witches. I don't think so. Oh, we've got a chaos gate there. Maybe we'll go through that just to show off the mechanic of it. You need to be a lot closer than I think you do for the gun. Which is kind of annoying really when it's a gun, but there you are. Get some gems. Then we have a chaos gate here, which is exciting. Well, let's see what we have on offer actually. Another Poseidon or some money. Oh, but 2 Poseidons would be good to have on top of each other. And we'll show you what this is, just in case you haven't seen this. So this is like a chaos gate. So chaos is like another kind of patron you can have, I guess. And he'll give you an ability eventually, but you have to kind of go through some trials first. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Okay, so for the next 3 encounters, you face 33% more foes, but afterwards your special deals 42% damage. That's not great. The next 3 encounters, you take 21% damage more, after gaining 57 health. Is that it? Is that what you get? Abyssal Affluence. For the next 3 encounters, you take 234% damage from traps. Afterward, any money you find is worth 45. That's the appealing one for me. That's rare, but I find this one better. So I just need to stay out of the way of any traps, basically, for the next 3 encounters. And then we can go for a key, or we can go for some nectar. I think I'll go for the key. So this trap, there's a trap in the middle here. You can see there, all the holes in that, like red and brown square. So that's basically, if you step on that, those spikes would appear. So now if I step on it, it will do 234% more damage than it would have done otherwise. So best to stay away from it, really, in summary.
Farewell.
But there that. So that room there, that's an encounter. So I think it's like for 3 encounters the trap thing applies. Then we'll get our reward. So I need to do basically clear another 2 rooms. A few traps in the middle again. And there. Oh, I hate these guys. Just no manners, honestly. Ah, he got me. It's that slam. They always can go further than I expect them to with that slam. Okay. Another one of you. Cool. Oh, one from Ares. Nice.
My favorite underworld death dealer. I so look forward to the pain you shall inflict this time around.
Oh, Ares' Aid and Blood Frenzy. So these 2 have scrolls on these bottom 2, which is a fated choice. So those prophecies that I was showing you earlier, like the things you complete to get rewards, this will help complete one of those. After using Death Defiance, deal more damage that encounter. Your call turns into an opposed blade with 1.2 seconds. So Ares' Aid is what Theseus was using against us in the battle with him, when he was like calling on gods to help him out, and we had to dodge those big like circles, those areas of effect. I think that's basically what this is. So why not? Let's use it. Okay, oh, got a shop. Can't really afford much. Could afford for our cast to deal 50% more damage for 6 encounters, but not worth it in my opinion. Let's get more ammo. Okay, only one way to go here, no choice. Let's go through.
Yes.
hiding behind the pillars. So that witch there was just over a trap, but obviously these guys float, so they don't need to worry about spikes coming up and hitting them. Because they don't activate the trap by standing on them, because they can't. I have legs, I'm the real winner. Dang. Oh, I hate these crystal ones. That was close, then he stood in the trap then.
A curse of chaos has expired.
There we go, so that was our third encounter, so now we get the reward from our chaos thing. Oh, we get an Athena boon, excellent. So now, we get the reward from our chaos thing, and coins are worth more, or whatever it was. Get more coins than we would have done. I hate this guy so much, I can't even tell you. It's awful. Just teleports all over the place. I'm just trying to live my life. It's hard to kind of get him down quickly because it's all over the place. The gun isn't a very good weapon against this guy. Obviously each weapon's going to have enemies that they're not so good against and enemies they're really good against, so this is definitely one of those times where it's unfortunate that we have the gun for this fight. I think the spear would fare a lot better here. Ah, we actually got it with the special attack there. There we go. Right, hopefully it's something good from Athena.
He's reached you, didn't he? I've always found his conduct quite disturbing. At least it seems he's helping you for now.
That's true, Athena. Divine Dash, which I love. Oh, resist damage from traps, that's nice. I might do that one actually. As much as I love the Divine Dash, let's try something that I haven't really used before. I'd rather have gems than darkness right now, so let's go for some gems. Ah, the hands. I'm gonna hand it to them. They're tough opponents. They're not really, but they can be annoying. They can grab you and then it's all over. There we go. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Lovely. Looking around for any bits of gold or something. No. Slain foes have 15% chance to drop health items. Yes, please. Okay, I think there's only one way to go from here.
Brimstones.
I like how the gun has just enough ammo to take those out. Goodbye. Get away. Good.
What do we have here?
I do quite like the gun. I remember not really liking it when I first played it, but playing it this time around on PlayStation, I've taken to the gun quite a bit. Let's go for darkness. I don't need to go to the shop right now. Okay. Oh, and you dropped a health item. Lovely. Oh, so this is a question mark, an exclamation mark even. God, I've got an A in English somehow. So this will be like an encounter with a particular NPC, and it's Sisyphus, I think is your name, and Baldy, of course, his big boulder with a smile.
Hey, Prince, I heard you showed that Fury sister the what for. Is that the truth? Might explain why I've been left here to my own devices for a change.
I don't think she'll be out of commission for very long. She'd best find you mining that boulder, though at least you managed to catch a break for now. Be seeing you, Sisyphus.
So yeah, he's been getting into trouble for helping me out. But he's just a sweet boy. Let's get some darkness from him, why not? We're okay for health at the minute.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, have some nectar.
Wow, you're really giving that to me there, Prince? But I'm just... Why would you...
You better believe it, sir. Now you take care. Be seeing you around.
Wholesome. So we've improved our relationship with him by gifting him that. Which is nice. And even these shades wandering around are quite happy, so that's nice. All's well that ends well.
Take care.
Here we go again.
We have an intruder.
Okay, so this is kind of a thing where Hades interrupts and like just sends people after you. All you have to do is survive 45 seconds and then all the enemies in here will go away. So I'm just going to try and spend this time just dodging them rather than trying to kill them all. Because if you kill them all, eventually like harder and harder enemies will start spawning in. So if you do have a room like this, I say it's best to just try and avoid their attacks for the time being. Because you don't need to kill them, so why would I? Why would I want to just face tougher enemies where I can just try and dodge the not so bad ones?
Almost.
8 seconds left.
I should not be the supervisor here.
There we go, that wasn't so bad.
Power of Olympus.
Let's level up Ares' aid. Another Chaos Gate there. That's quite something to have 2 in one. Let's see what I can buy. More attack deals more damage, yes. And gain 25 health max. You know what? Let's go in here again. Let's just see what else Chaos has to offer. Chaos is a ladder after all. Different realm of Chaos as well. Lovely. Right, let's see what there is on offer then. Okay, Caustic Shot. For the next 4 encounters, Slain, Phone Toss and Inferno Bomb at you. Afterwards, cast deals 33% down. I don't use my cast that much, so that's not really worth it for me. For the next 3 encounters, you cannot collect the Bloodstones, which are like just these things you can shoot out for some extra damage. For 10.25 seconds. Afterwards, gain 54 health. Next 3 encounters, you have minus 49% move speed. Afterwards you deal plus 32% damage striking undamaged foes. I think this one in the middle sounds the best to me, since I don't really use those things anyway. Shop, heart, or an improved pomegranate thing. Let's go for a heart. Oh, nice. And it's one of those rooms where no one's going to come and hurt us. Right, so now we have the boss of the first area through that door. It's one of the 3 Fury sisters, so it could be Meg, who we met before, we talked to a bit earlier on, the House of Hades, of our life. Or it could be 2 of her sisters. I can't remember their names now. I think, actually, how do I get the codex up? I don't even know for sure. How would you do it? Here we go. Let's have a look. Others of note, they're here. Here we go. So Alecto and Tisiphone. So we have Alecto and Tisiphone. So it could be Meg, Alecto, or Tisiphone. Who knows? My ideal option is Meg, because I love her. If not, Tisiphone, because I think she's actually the easiest of the 3. So if it's Alecto, then I will be sad.
Who's it going to be?
Let's see what luck has in store for us today.
Alecto.
And it's the one I didn't want. Good. That's great. Thank you, Hades. Thank you.
Still have not forgiven you for beating me last time. Call it a crippling character flaw. I don't know.
Forgiveness can take time, though self-reflection is a healthy step. We're making progress.
You think we're making progress? Here? Why, you piece of trash. I'll show you progress.
As you can see, she's charming. She summons some friends. There's those guys I hate as well. Which isn't ideal. Go away, please. A bit of help from Ares there. There we go. So then she summons like these Beyblade things. I've been able to deflect them in my last run when I had that deflect thing, but I don't have that this time. I don't think I had too much health actually going into this encounter anyway, so I'd still rather not to use a Death Defiance here, but I think I'm going to have to since I'm on 1 HP. Oh, there we go, got her. With 1 HP remaining. We got her. Okay, so that's the first area, and now we're going into the area that I was at where we started the stream. So you have seen all the main areas in the game, well, apart from what happens after you beat Hades. But I didn't beat Hades, so you haven't seen beyond there. But the main areas of the game you've seen. Let's get that one for sure. Get some of that.
Which to choose?
I've got this Lambert plume equipped because there's a trophy for kind of getting it to a certain percentage, but it's actually quite hard to do because you have to empty all and clear out all the rooms really quickly, so I'm kind of struggling to do that, so I might swap that out and come back to that another time. What shall we get? Actually, I think the one Skelly gave us is quite good, the Lucky Tooth. Oh, I don't remember that being that actually, but never mind. Ooh, that's quite a good one. Oh yeah, a lot of these are just like the next thing you'll find would be. Oh, that's quite a nice one as well. Oh, Broken Spear Point sounds quite cool. Let's go for that one.
Going up.
There we are. So I can normally get through the first 2 areas of the game quite comfortably during each run.
Asphodel.
And then as you can see, like last time, I scraped through the boss of the 3rd area and then died to Hades. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes this time. You never know. I might get some awful enemies and do badly. But yeah. back to the start. This is where we were like 80 minutes ago. Oh, I hate these guys. In fact, these are the enemies we started with, I think, when I started the stream, so full circle, isn't that nice? So many skulls. I'll clear them out a bit easier then.
Who else?
Okay.
Delicious.
Let's level up the Tempest Flourish. Okay, so we've got key or darkness. Let's go for a key. Hello, enemies? Oh, it's one of you, okay. These guys coming in, slamming to the ground. There we go. And another one. Oh, and these guys. Okay.
Chaos has evolved.
Oh yeah, I forgot we can't pick these up because of the chaos thing, can we? There we go. Alright. Shop or key? How much money do I have? Not that much. Let's just get into the key. Reload the gun. Oh, lovely. They've been kind to us.
Best spot in Asphodel.
Okay. Oh! We've got an encounter, so I think we're going to actually see Eurydice here and hear her song. This song was great. Just look up Good Riddance, Hades on YouTube and you'll hear her version of it. It's so good. There's also a version of Orpheus singing it and them singing it together. And with that, I've probably got the stream demonetized, but there you go.
Each time, but you should know your husband's shattered by what happened with the two of you. He's genuinely sorry, and he loves you very deeply still, I'm sure of it.
And what am I supposed to do with that, Your Royal Majesty?
I don't know yet. Though you know what? You shouldn't take my word for it. You should take his.
Don't think I'll be running into him anytime soon, from what I understand. But you're the Hades kid. You want to pull some strings on our behalf? Go right ahead, I guess. But I won't hold my breath. Even if I could.
And then she'll give us lots of different things. Mainly just improves our abilities.
Oh, that's good.
Goodbye, Eurydice. Oh, and we have an Athena one next.
Thanks again.
Take care.
Well, I'm glad we bumped into her during the stream as well, since we had our bit with Orpheus talking about her. How much he misses her. God, this is a whole situation, isn't it? God. There's just so many of them. I can't. I just want room. I just want room to breathe, please. Oh God, I can't hit by everything. Just a whole mess of things to dodge here. I've been a bit unlucky here, I think, with the random assortment of enemies, because a lot of these witches in one room who can do this spell. Does not end well for me. Especially when they all have 2 health bars, because you have to get their armour down before you actually get to their health. Which is nonsense. Oh my god, how are there still so many of them? Okay. Definitely killed 1 there. There can only be 2 or 3 left. Oh, stream's frozen again. Come on, capture card. What you like? There we go. Sorry about that. Hopefully I didn't... I've just seen that recently. God, I can't believe you haven't been seeing the hell I had to deal with here. I think there's only 1 witch left now. Divine Dash now, so could have actually used that. Ironically, that would have been perfect for the bit we just did. But there we go. Why does it keep freezing like that? I hope my capture card's not playing up, because that would be the end of my streaming days if that's true. I can't afford another one. Spot here, I need to remember that. Get over here. Ow. Hey. God. That guy was brutal. The main downside I think of using the gun is like it just takes so long to kill enemies, just so slow compared to a lot of the other ones. God, how is that? That guy's really messing me up. Why are you so hard? God, there you go.
Let's see.
Health item one's always good. Let's try and get a fish.
I'll save you from the magma fishes.
Let's go. Another crustacean. Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, Hermes or the shop. Let's go for a Hermes boon, shall we?
Off we go.
Message from Olympus for you, boss. It says, "It sure is nice up here upon this mountain, not having to escape the underworld. Come join us soon, won't you?"
Yeah, the gods of Olympus that are like giving us all these boons don't actually know why we're trying to escape. They think it's so I can like join them in Olympus, but I have different motives, and they may not help me otherwise. Get a bit of wealth every time you're out in the chamber. Sure. Oh, we're at the boss already. Jeez. So we're at the Hydra again. It's come full circle. Except now we're fighting it with the gun rather than the spear. So you can see how the weapons are different. We're fighting the same enemies. The fact that it basically stays there for the most part does mean we can use the special quite effectively, because it's not like the enemy is going to dodge out of the way of the effect, which is good. So we can make good use of it in this particular boss. So this is one enemy where the gun can come in handy with its special move. I've got a Divine Dash, so it kind of makes all those attacks much easier to dodge than it would have been otherwise. Oh, Hellfire there, didn't see that. Where have you gone? Move back a bit. You're afraid. Hello. Our friends have returned to join us. That's nice. That was the first bit of damage I took in the fight then. Which actually did quite well. Never mind. Quiet then, I'm just concentrating. Became one with Zagreus. I am the son of Hades. There we go. Goodbye, Hydra. Hail Hydra.
That's what you get.
Cool. World's 2 done.
King Theseus is eager to see you again soon.
I'm sure Theseus is.
Worth it. Closer.
Okay, I've been going for nearly an hour and 40 minutes. Do I leave the stream there, or do I finish this run? Because that still might be a while.
Cool up here.
I don't know. Well, I decide we'll play a little bit more. Let's go for a hammer. God, the gun does nothing to these things. Pitiful damage, that's not good. Even the special move doesn't do that much.
Not yet. Not now.
The gun's not very good for Elysium, I don't think, this third area. It's just, the enemies are just too quick, I think. And obviously very strong, because they're doing no damage to them. Come back here.
See that, Exegriff?
Your attack seeks the nearest foe, deals plus 10% damage. Your attack's a 3-round burst. You never have to reload. That's good. Special becomes a rocket. It deals 80 base damage. Oh man. I think I want to go Delta Chamber.
See how this goes.
Oh my, wow. Look at that. Okay. I'm happy with that. Still does no damage though. I need to upgrade this really. To be fair, like I haven't upgraded this gun at all, whereas I'd upgraded the spear like 3 or 4 times. So if it was at the same level as the spear, maybe it would be doing a lot more damage. Chariots, no. So fast. No. Please. Please. Spare me. Run, Zacharias. Run. Let's level that up a bit. See what's in the shop. Store 10% when you're into a chamber. Start now. God gauge full. Lovely. Oh god, I've got a shield this time. Heck. Again, I feel like during this stream, this area's just been really unkind to us with what enemies we've got. There's so many chariots. Again, with a different weapon, I think we probably would have made mincemeat of some of these, but the gun just doesn't have the power, sadly. I must live with my choice, consequences of my actions. I do like not having to reload though. Deal. Jesus. Alright then.
Flame wheels.
No. Why all the chariots? Give me something else. Please. that room wasn't so bad. The chariots sound almost like they're meowing. They do a bit, actually. Let's get that one in. See how that goes. Trove trial. Nah, we'll leave those for now. How much do we have? Oh, we could probably spend a bit at the shop, actually. Or we can have an encounter as well. We might see, what's his face again, who Achilles is in love with. Yeah, we will. So this is the guy who can restore our death defiances.
Something the matter there, stranger? Or have you come to torment me some more with idle chat?
You know Achilles, don't you, sir? You're Patroclus. Achilles serves us at my home. He trained me. He sends you his regards and love. He says to tell you he is thinking of you always.
That name. So then you've seen him, have you? In your father's house? And want me to believe he said all that? You'll forgive me if I am a little skeptical. In life, I left Achilles, and in death, he left me. We're even. And we've nothing left to say to one another now.
But that can't possibly be true. There must be some misunderstanding here. You haven't spoken since you died?
We haven't, no. And I don't think we shall. But you can humor him for me, I guess. Tell him I'm doing perfectly all right, won't you?
Okay, so yeah, if we had used a Death Defiance at this point, which I think maybe by now we would have done, maybe this time last run, we can restore them all with that, but I don't need to. Next 5 chambers restore 30% health when you enter a chamber. For next 10 encounters, your attack deals plus 60% damage. Let's go for that one. So yeah, I like that we've met the 2 pairs of kind of estranged lovers almost with these 2, and then Orpheus and Eurydice as well. So that's fun. Because initially when you meet this guy, it's just like he's a stranger because you don't know who he is. And this the codex, the codex here that you've been given, it actually belongs to Achilles. Achilles has written all of these in. So you actually find out that his name is Patroclus or Patroclus, whatever. You actually find that out by opening this up and seeing that his picture in there. You're like, oh, so that's his name. So it's like a clever bit of storytelling. And if you don't do that, he just remains a stranger for the entire game until you kind of learn his name, which is quite cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Hello, Owlwatch. It has been a while. Haley, I'm loving the stream and seeing your content again. Thank you, Trek Matt.
Come try me.
I feel like we seem to be doing a bit more damage in this for some reason. I'm not going to complain. There's some witches about somewhere. There you are. Casting that stupid spell. Ah! Chariot, no. I can actually just kind of jump into it when I've got the help from Athena. There we go. Heart or Hermes? Heart was... Oh no, lots of witches again. But at least we do have the nice dash deflect thing this time around. Big chariot. Oh boy. Okay. Oh god. It's a whole mess of them now.
endeavorating.
Okay. Restore some life. Starting counts, we've got gauge a bit full, yeah. Let's gain a random item for the Well of Carol as well, why not? Stygian Shard, I don't know what that is. Just start my own reaction channel and just watched your thanks for everything video. Do you have any advice? That's a very good question. Well, that's very exciting. Just do it for you, I think is my main advice. You know, do shows that you think you'll watch, or you think you'll enjoy. If you're not enjoying a show, stop. Because, you know, people don't want to watch people who aren't enjoying a show that they love. So it's for the best for you and for that fan base if you just, you know, don't force yourself to watch something you don't want to. Be yourself. I think being a reactor, I think it's so obvious to tell when someone's faking, and a lot of reactors out there, some who don't do reactions anymore, some who still do, some of them are very, very fake. And I know full well some people have lied about not seeing shows before when they actually have, because they've said so on other things, which is interesting. But just be genuine and be yourself, and that will attract the right people. I hope you'll be able to come back, although I know that video was to update your subscribers did discourage me a bit right now about my own journey on the platform. I hope you're doing good. Don't let it discourage you at all. You know, just when you're starting a reaction channel, I think the only way is up. You know, I've kind of had a bit of a fall from grace on mine, really, due to a number of factors. But, you know, for someone starting out, I think, you know, there's no way down. So just, you know, start as you mean to go on, and, you know, you're in a really good position, I think, to start something up. You know, the thing is, like, the YouTube algorithm stuff is so random, and I'd also say, you know, don't be discouraged if, you know, you don't get loads of views or anything like that. Just as long as you do it, as long as you enjoy it, I think is my thing, and don't worry about how many people are watching it compared to others and stuff like that, because a lot of the time it's not your fault that people don't always watch your stuff. You know, it's just YouTube and the fact that there are a lot of reaction channels out there now, but I still think there's room for people to offer something new, as long as they are genuinely themselves. So I would say go for it. Don't feel discouraged just because of what happened to me happened, because everyone's story is going to be completely different. Everyone has their own opinions and shows, so everyone's journey as a reactor is going to be different as well. So I wish you all the best, and I really hope it is an experience that you really love and enjoy as much as I loved and enjoyed it. I really miss it, I really do. I'd give anything to be able to do it full time again, or even part time, but I don't think that's going to be on the cards, unfortunately. I've only just registered that I'm in this boss fight, you know. That was actually quite a nice distraction, so thank you for your comments and questions there. I completely forgot that I was like, oh, I'm actually doing a boss fight here. I didn't even register that's what this was. I was like, oh, this is lasting ages, and I realised where I was like, what I was actually doing. I don't know if I'm doing very well at it, but there we go. I actually think the gun's quite good for these two, maybe. I haven't been paying attention, so I can't really say. I mean, I'm nearly had to use a Death Defiance, but I think this is going better than it did last time. The trouble is, because I was distracted, I've been focusing on both of them, not just one. Which I don't know if that's the right strat for this boss, to be honest. Ha! He did. Get shot. Ah! Okay, that's one Death Defiance used. These two do move around a lot though, so it's quite difficult to get them with the special on the gun. I say, getting the special on the gun. when Theseus is aiming his spear to throw at me, that's a good time to kind of send special at him, because you know he's not going to be moving for a bit. I have kind of been thinking, I mean, I'm still kind of going to dip in and do reactions and stuff every now and again, so I'd like to at least finish this season of Once Upon a Time, even if I don't get through the whole show. And I'd like to finish off Sex Education, because I've got like 3 episodes of that left, and that's it. I'm still kind of tempted to do Shadow and Bone Season 2, even though I really shouldn't. I probably wouldn't have time. But I have been kind of thinking of like doing like a big like farewell stream kind of thing, like a big goodbye event, just to kind of wrap up, you know, the end of an era. I don't know what I'd do for it. Ironically enough, my video when I'm saying I'm stopping is the best video that's, performance-wise, it's the best the video's done in like a year. So it's quite funny, really, ironic. Oh no, that's not good. No, that's not good. I've only got 1 death defense left. I need to leave Theseus alone really, because I don't want him to start summoning God's help, as well as have the Minotaur to deal with as well, so I really should leave him be for a bit, so I've taken out the Minotaur. It's you dead. Focus. Yeah, I think when I was distracted and talking I was actually doing better, which is says a lot about me. Oh, this is I think this one's kind of easier to dodge than the last one we had when last did this fight. Oh, I take that back. I take that back entirely. Oh my god. What the hell was that? No, leave me alone. Mean man.
Chloe.
Farstream sounds nice, but I really do hope you come back. I don't think it's realistic for me anymore, to be honest. I don't think I could go through that again, mentally. You know, that was rough to deal with and a hard decision to make. So I've grown to appreciate and understand the work reactors put in, and dealing with copyrights haven't gotten a strike though. That's good. Some channels are better with it than others, I think. And, you know, I've only, in terms of getting strikes, I've only ever had one ever. You know, and oh, I completely forgot. It was my anniversary on, was it the 5th of February? Obviously, I wasn't doing anything anyway, but I just realised I completely missed my, like, 6th anniversary. But yeah. So, yeah, 6 years I got, like, one strike, so, you know. It really is random, I think, how they affect people. It's very bizarre. If you don't come back completely and do shows, I do hope you at least do movie reactions. I find movie reactions harder to do than shows, to be honest. I find I don't have the attention span to react to movies, because that's just a lot of concentrating on camera for a long time. And editing movies, God, it took me days.
Gods grant me a swift satisfaction.
I understand you walking away from all this, yeah. I can barely go in my recording room anymore. I just don't like being in there. Okay, we're back to the last section of the game. Again, we're not in the greatest of positions. How much coin do we have? Not as much as I'd like. But I'm going to hold on to it in case we can buy another revive again like we did last time we were here. Let's go for Ares.
Hello.
This is the exact wrong, horrible monsters to get in this. Just explode, please. Just explode. Thank you very much. Explode, 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 explode.
Not yet. You're nothing.
It'd be sad if you left everything. It's rare to find someone who cares so much about the lore and the characters. That's very kind of you to say. Certainly it's never been by choice. But yeah. I don't see it on the cards personally. I just don't think that's what's meant to be. It's just weird, you know. What I struggled with really, I mean obviously like the views declining and people not really caring and unsubscribing and leaving Patreon stuff, you know, that's all, that sucks, but in the twisted way it's the fact that, you know, other people are still doing well, and people who've like finished Buffy and stuff, their channels are still doing well and they're still kind of being able to do it full time, and that's great obviously. And I love that they still get to do that, but I always think like, why did that not happen for me? Why did that not work out for me? What did I do wrong? But one of those things. I'd rather it be me than them going through that, so every cloud. I don't know if I have it in me anymore, to be honest. Certainly not right now. This gun's rubbish against these rats. Time to make Ratatouille. Even though you don't make Ratatouille out of rats. I mean, I certainly hope you don't make Ratatouille out of rats, because my god. If you're making Ratatouille out of rats, I will have to inform you. I think you're making it wrong.
Don't do that.
walls. Oh boy, this room's gonna kill me. There's no way I'm getting out of this. No way. Not without Death Defiance as well. Oh Christ. The gun is just not doing the damage to get through this room and survive. He said trap them in traps, that's what I need to do. No, not trap myself in traps. Oh no. I guess even if you upload and stream the things you want when you want, like now, then that's a positive. Yeah, that's something. Unless my capture card does crap out like it has done a few times this stream, then I can't even do that. But we'll see. Oh, no, that's me dead. Ah, I didn't even get to Hades, that's a shame. Never mind. We got unlucky with the enemies in that room. That was hard. I think I'm going to upgrade the gun a few times before I use it again in a run, I think. Because, jeez, that was brutal. Okay, another quick look around the House of Hades, and then I think we'll call it a day for the stream. Because we have been going for 2 hours now.
I know that look. Why, that's the look of someone just incinerated by a snake stone, am I right? They spit a whole bunch of those white-hot, flesh-burning beams right at the same time there, don't they?
Indeed.
Indeed. We talked to your buddy,
I found another
probably
waiting for me in the
boyfriend.
courtyard, Achilles. Exegriff. Never entirely believed it was real.
Between us, lad, I wish it wasn't. Was such a thing available to my enemies during my fighting days, I surely would have come here even sooner. But I trust you have the training to use it well. May it serve you as it served the fire goddess Hestia. She hasn't needed it in a while.
I'll use it to the best of my ability, sir.
There's a few locked doors around this place as well that eventually you'll get access to once you do more of the story, but I'm not there quite yet.
Make certain of it, Megara. I am finding lately that the help within this house is much more lacking than it used to be. I trust that you shall set it back on course.
If that is your will, Lord Hades, then it will be done. To the fullest limits of my capability.
That's probably bad news for me.
I must confess something to you, my friend. My mind still wanders to Eurydice quite often, and my memories of her, despite my best attempts to move along with my existence here. I would call it a fatal flaw, except I am already dead.
Don't torture yourself, mate. You've been through enough. As is she. You still care for one another, just don't have a way to get the point across. But I have an idea.
I too once had ideas, Zagreus. Ideas and inspirations. It was so very wonderful to have a muse.
You will eventually get Orpheus to sing again, and he actually sings the song that we heard Eurydice singing, which is quite cool. Can't really afford much, can we? Let's get a welcome rug. Yay. Nice.
Can you tell me something of chaos next? I have a lot of questions.
My place is not to speak too openly of chaos, child. It is their own prerogative to tell you of themselves. I can say they are the eldest force within this world. Before them, there was nothing.
Then why did... Never mind.
Toy of the month is Thanatos this time, I think that is. Yeah. I don't think we've actually met Thanatos during this stream. That's quite weird we haven't bumped into him in these couple of hours. He's another one of our love interests, basically. I don't think I want to trade anything just yet. We did catch some fish, so let's give that to the chef. We'll get some goodies from them. 3 more keys. Nice. Into our bedroom.
Can maybe use some rest.
No, we didn't complete any prophecies, did we? We probably aided some of them. Let's have a look then. I might save up my darkness to get this fated persuasion. Or maybe just... Well, that's basically the same thing, isn't it? Let's just buy that one. I'll put that up a bit. And maybe save the rest. Ooh! We can't go to bed. Oh, here we go. We must have progressed the story enough to get a flashback. Oh, stream froze again. Damn it. Bloody capture card. That's a bit annoying. I think that's back now though. Oh, why does it keep doing that? I have to stop streaming as well. Bloody YouTube. Stop taking everything from me. The heavy sleeping even, Underworld Prince arises with a feeling that the brief nap he intended as a respite from the rigours of the day or night apparently was none too brief at all.
I'm late for work. Father's going to kill me.
So yeah, every now and again you'll get these flashbacks that kind of fill in the story, and I think this might give us access to a new area actually. Go that way. But I like that it's in like a kind of black and white sort of filter.
Responsibility rejecting Zagreus strides down his father's hall, quite unconcerned about the urgency with which he is expected to behave under a set of circumstances such as this.
Going as fast as I can, you hurry up.
It's only the second time this has happened in the game, so I'm glad I got on stream.
The door to the administrative chamber beckons just beyond the hall. The prince perchance believes that he may enter quietly, without drawing the notice of those laboring within.
You better not give me away, old man.
Suggest you hurry in there, lad. Talk later. Let's not keep you for...
Sorry.
You're late, boy. Again? Well, what is the latest explanation for your tardiness? Lost track of time admiring the courtyard view? Perhaps you were recuperating from your martial training. Achilles is not prone to holding back.
I'm sorry, Father. I just overslept. I must have overslept. How am I even supposed to know exactly when to be here? I mean, every moment, every day and night here, it's all the same.
It's not at all the same. The hue of Ixion's green light takes on an obviously lighter hue when it is time. You're an embarrassment not just to me here, boy, but to this entire operation. Now get back to work.
Right.
I see.
The day or night's duties are sheer simplicity itself. At least at first, as when the prince simply signs in to signal the commencement of his shift.
Oh, gods.
Security reports concerning failed escape attempts from Tartarus require timely verification and official response, neither of which Prince Zagreus is fit to give. The often failing prince attempts to sort
God, there's so many things to check.
Necessary for the proper keeping of his father's realm.
Damn it.
The hard-laboring shades responsible for the administration of the prince's father's realm merely look on at the prince's ill-fated attempts.
No wonder he got sick and wanted to try and escape after this. Jeez.
Come on. The relaxation-loving prince never paid suitably enough attention to learn properly how to arrange the record bookings of the regions of his father's realm. Doesn't make this set of delicate responsibilities is easily achieved, at least by someone capable and trained to do the work, unlike the oft-distracted Underworld Prince.
What?
That is not correct.
A careful record must be kept of all expenses paid within the house. A delicately handled tabulation process, which the prince is ill-equipped to fully undertake. In records of expired house contractor renovations line a desk in the administrative chamber, though the prince has absolutely no desire now to organize.
I don't remember this bit being this long, but it is. Typical that one in the stream and then it does this. Oh, there we go, you don't have to check them all.
At last, the work-disliking prince records a summary of the results of his attempts to be of any use to the administrative needs of his grim father's house.
Okay, I'm done. So, can I go yet, Father?
Not only were you late again, but then you also failed to perform even the simplest tasks that I had asked repeatedly that you complete. How many chances do you need at this? I am too lenient with you.
too lenient? Instead of lambasting me non-stop, have you considered maybe training me some more to do this fascinating work to your satisfaction? You'll forgive me if I didn't memorize every laborious detail the last time you performed your monologue about how all this works.
Excuse me? If I'm not mistaken, you're deflecting your incompetence toward me? As though the goddess of wisdom herself has come to aid you in your time of need. I could replace you here and now with any number of simple shades hungry to work here.
Then why don't you? I don't want any of this. I'm not the one who drew the short lot with your brothers and got stuck here forever. Why am I having to do this senseless parchment pushing for you?
Why are you stuck? You're not. You're fired. I was wrong to think you were prepared to take on any responsibility at all. And don't you ever invoke your uncles here again, or I'll have you cast into the lowest pits of Tartarus. Now get out of my administration and my sight.
That was a fun flashback.
At least I can't be late for that job anymore. Not even tired, thanks.
Yeah, so every now and again, if you check the bed, you'll actually go to sleep sometimes and
As many
get a
chances
flashback.
as it takes.
So that was 27th attempt. I wonder if we do have access to that room now, or we do that maybe in the next run through.
No way.
Yeah, we didn't yet.
Court
Eventually.
is now in session.
Okay, cool. Right, let's just run through again. So yeah, even like when you die and maybe don't make progress in terms of like beating Hades or anything like that, you can do things that progress the story. So I like that every death has meaning and is part of the plot rather than just, well, try again until you get it. I like that failing is actually kind of success, which is cool. I'm gonna get back to the spear though, because that actually serves me well. Okay, well, we are going to leave it there for this stream, folks. But thank you so much for watching and sticking with it. I'm just going to go into this other run here. Just start it off. Get a thing from Ares. Attack and fix doom. Yeah. Oh yeah, see that does a lot more damage than the gun did. Okay, and I'm actually going to leave it there. But there, so that's a bit of Hades. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching the stream. I don't know when or if I'll be streaming anything anytime soon, especially if my capture card keeps me mucking up like I did a few times this stream, so apologies for that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and for your comments. Look after yourselves, stay hydrated, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!